3, 2, 1.
Which one of the following singles was not a Christmas number one? Lonely This Christmas by Mud, Last Christmas by Wham, or Merry Christmas Everyone by Shaq and Stevens? The answer is C, Last Christmas by Wham. How is the Giants expected to react to these new developments? The answer is B, the Giant will enjoy the music. When was the Chengdu Economic and Technological Development Zone approved in more than 20 countries? The answer is A, February 2000. Who is the current French Prime Minister? The answer is C, Manuel Valls. The color done is a shade of? The answer is D, brown. Who led global economic growth after the financial crisis? The answer is A, emerging and developing economies. 18-year-old Fiona Butler, in an unpaid photo shoot, featured in Athena's iconic 1970 bare-bottom poster of what sport? The answer is C, tennis. How many ounces are there in 8 pounds? The answer is B, 128. What did Gao Kang tell reporters in Beijing? The answer is D, public health care system in China is insufficient. The Abduction from the Seraglio. Il Seraglio is an opera by which composer? The answer is B, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. What may be the reason to make guesses about the questions? The answer is A, to enter a giveaway. What will Milo do next? The answer is C, he will go to bed, exhausted, from last night. Do glaciers form on land, in the sea, or a combination of both? The answer is C, only on land. What famous World War Roman II battle was the Canadian military part of? The answer is D, the Normandy landings. What was the nationality of Magellan? The answer is A, Portuguese. What is the warrior name of Blue Star's sister in Blue Star's prophecy? The answer is D, Snowfur. Most glaciers from Greenland, Antarctica, and Southeast Alaska are of which type? The answer is D, tidewater glaciers. What was the name of the handyman on the show The Jetsons, who lived in the Jetsons complex? The answer is D, Henry Orbit. In 2004, Britain did a poll ranking British sitcoms. Where did Are You Being Served rank on this poll? The answer is A, 20th. The first income tax in the United States, 3% on incomes over $800, was levied to finance what conflict? The answer is C. Civil War. A man jumps onto parallel bars. He begins doing a gymnastic routines on the parallel bars. What happens next? The answer is A. Dismounts and lands on a mat. What place had the Norman era of architectural style? The answer is A. Sicily. Which stage work, the most performed of all Arthur Miller's plays, was inspired by the so-called McCarthy witch hunts in 1950 America? The answer is C. The Crucible. What Israeli orchestra has been in operation for more than 70 years? The answer is C. Israel Philharmonic Orchestra. What can resources have to connect to other resources? The answer is C. Hyperlinks. In what year did the Mongol invasion begin? The answer is A. In 1299. At what temperature does the metal become malleable? The answer is C. 100 and 150 degrees C. Which abbot of St. Albans Abbey built a mechanical clock around 1292? The answer is B. Richard of Wallingford. Studying increasing number of groups require an increasing number of what? The answer is A. Markers. What did the British nickname the V-1 rocket during the London Blitz during World War II? The answer is B. Doodlebug. How did I feel after spending time with my friends? The answer is A. I felt refreshed. What purpose did Tom Robinson's trial serve in the book? The answer is C. Display Southern prejudices. What animals were protected when herbivores were in Yellowstone? The answer is D. Beavers. Joseph Rotblat, the only scientist to leave the Manhattan Project on moral grounds, co-founded what Nobel Peace Prize-winning organization that is named for a Canadian village? The answer is C. Pugwash Conferences on Science and World Affairs. How many hurdles are there in a 400 meters hurdle race? The answer is C. 10. Although some have suggested that the uvula is what type of organ, it actually serves an important purpose.
The answer is D. Vestigial.
Before Hillary Clinton became Secretary of State under Barack Obama, for which state was she a U.S. Senator? The answer is B. New York State. Who directed the 1954 film On the Waterfront? The answer is D. Elia Kazan. Ignatius of Loyola 1491-1556 founded what religious order? The answer is B, the Society of Jesus. Who was Marita's mother? The answer is B, Countess Wadzinska. How many vacuum tubes did the Colossus Mark I contain? The answer is D, 1,500 thermionic valves tubes. What was done to counteract the overpopulation of Nemiopsis in the Black Sea? The answer is D, introduction of Barreau. What year was the movie Billy Jack Goes to Washington released? The answer is A, 1977. The irrational constant pi is not only popular in the math science, but also in science fiction. Which of these TV series has an episode in which pi plays a significant role? The answer is D, Star Trek. What is the currency of Turkey? The answer is B, Turkish lira. In Australia, what is a corroboree? The answer is D, an Aboriginal gathering. Approximately how long is a lion's gestation period? The answer is D, 120 days. Who is the British cinematographer who worked on the superhero action film starring Joel Kinnaman as the title character? The answer is D, Lula Carvalho. Which of Harry Potter's parents was in Ravenclaw? The answer is C, neither. Where was George Washington, America's first president, born?